and welcome everyone out there joining us on Previews World and Free Comic Book Day on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I am your host, Johnny Rose, and today my friends and I are going to be playing a couple of pop culture inspired rounds of Cliplash 2 from Jackbox Games. But before we start, as always, we just want to remind everyone to please be sure to share, like, and subscribe to Previews World to be notified whenever we go live, especially that subscribe part. So joining us today is a pared down version of our usual cast of characters. We have Ashton Greenwood, aka the Duchess of Free Comic Book Day.
Hey, howdy, hey, what's up, guys?
And we have consumer marketing guru for Previews World, Troy Jeffrey Allen.
It's okay. Most days I feel like consumer marketing goo.
My brain is goo after being stuck inside for the last 5 months.
This is true.
Yeah,
this is also true.
So as you see, it's just the three of us. So it's Troy and Ashton who are the hosts of Previews World Weekly, which you can catch tomorrow at 4 p.m. I am the production guy. I get to control what's going on behind the scenes. But today, before we get into this, I actually want to talk a little bit about DC fandom. So that's a thing that happened.
It happened, it occurred, and people felt a way about it.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, it did. Did anyone actually watch any of it?
I didn't actually watch the event itself. I saw some trailers, read maybe a few reaction articles. That was about it.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually watch either. I'm the same way. So basically, one of the things we have to go over, and like the whole internet is basically buzzing about it, is the trailer, or kind of, I guess, the teaser trailer for the Batman came out. So have you both watched that?
Have you seen that one, Ashton?
No, I actually haven't. I keep I've seen pictures and screen grabs from it and stuff, but I want to have a moment when I can experience it and not have people talking to me. So no.
Let me tell you, Johnny. The big moment for me was seeing like a crime scene investigation and Batman walking up to the cops like, "Hey, so what's the deal here? What are we doing?"
Yeah,
I'm like
right here.
Yeah.
He just appears out of nowhere. Just a man in a bat suit walks into an active crime scene.
I mean, well, what does DC stand for? So it makes sense for him to be there.
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean. Me and my friends have been joking for a while that Batman doesn't do a lot of detective work in these movies. And it's really cool to just see them, at least it seems like they're just embracing it. And based off of what I'm seeing in the plot, looks like they're embracing it.
I want to pause this right here. When I first watched this, I know that's Robert Pattinson right there, but that to me does not even look like him.
No.
That really doesn't, no.
No. I'm used to it being like the vampire from Twilight and Cedric Diggory from Harry Potter. So
okay, that's unfair. Pattinson gets a bad shake because of that. He's got a very impressive filmography of decent indie films and impressive indie films.
That's true, and I know. Yeah. So and everyone's been giving him grief for they cast this shiny vampire to play Batman. Like, what's going on here? But after watching this trailer, I have to say, I think I feel like I owe Robert Pattinson an apology.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. It's
a lot of people do.
So, and then right here, he's just like, who are you supposed to be? And he just unloads on like a thug. So
sorry, my bad, Ashton. What were you about to say?
It's just that Twilight's the last big blockbuster that he had. It's the last time you saw him in a really well marketed way, because indie films don't get that kind of promo. So he's been working on his acting skills, because we all have to admit Twilight was very oof.
Yeah,
but he's better now.
Right? Same thing with Daniel Radcliffe. I've seen him in more indie movies than I've seen him in Harry Potter movies. He's not Harry Potter to me. He's just some actor dude.
Exactly.
So yeah.
D. Brad Gibson saying that he watched some of Fandom, mostly the movie panels. It was well paced. The highlights were definitely the trailers. Definitely, I agree. Speaking of trailers, another one was dropped. Kind of an updated version of one that's already been released, but it was Wonder Woman 1984. So let me pop that up here. So did you guys catch this?
Yeah, I caught this. Did you catch this, Ashton?
I did actually bother to see this one, yes.
that's footage we already seen, her riding the lightning, and just okay, that's kind of badass. But I think the first thing, the big thing to take away from this is that we got a first look at what Kristen Wiig's Cheetah looks like.
Yeah,
that's right.
Find the shot. Here it is. There we go.
Oh, you jumped on it perfectly. How'd you do that?
Oh, I'm catching all this off of YouTube.
Yeah, I know, but you looked for it and then you went for it it was flawless how you got there.
Hey, I've been doing this 20 years, my friend. So
there you go. It's all on the wrist, right?
Yes, it is. So
look at the wrist.
This I'm looking forward to. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work out with the whole being set in 1984. Our good friend Anna Mia actually is a bit part
Yeah,
in
she
this
does.
movie.
That's right. Yeah, she does.
It filmed locally in some parts, like some mall down in Virginia, I believe it was. Like there you can see them dancing in front of the Lincoln Memorial. So yeah, parts of it filmed in DC. So that's another movie I'm looking forward to seeing. One that kind of snuck up on me was Suicide Squad, the next Suicide Squad movie. So that didn't really release a trailer. It just kind of was more of a featurette. It kind of showed the behind the scenes. I'm just queuing it up here. Behind the scenes making of it. And it looks pretty good. I mean, there's a bit of David Desmalchin as Polka Dot Man, which I think is hilarious. Like, I feel like DC is really diving deep into their back catalog of characters to like bring in like superheroes to the film. But I mean, a lot of people thought the same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy. They're like, who's this weird ass ragtag group of superheroes? And like, you know, how are they going to make a successful movie based on that? And so,
I have a question.
What's up?
Yes.
Are we approaching an area of like Harley Quinn overload?
Oh, we've been there.
We're past that.
We're past that.
I mean, on like a cinematic level. Like, I know like she's been done to death in the comics and with toys and stuff, but I feel like I watched Birds of Prey and I was like, oh, when is this going to be over? And now she's back.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I guess she's in a supporting role. I have confidence James Gunn might do something interesting with her. Even the way she's dressed in this one is like way more interesting and way more Harley Quinn-esque than the stuff they've been having her do, the Hot Topic Harley that they've been having running around for like the last couple of years.
Yeah, some of the costume in some parts of this trailer kind of remind me of some of the stuff that Frank Cho has done before.
Yeah. Actually, I have a shirt that is very similar to that representation of Harley Quinn. It's by Frank Cho, actually. So yeah, that totally makes sense.
Let's see. Kathleen Johnson is what is going on with Batman? I read that Pattinson. I think it's Pattinson. Is it Pattinson?
Yeah,
it's Pattinson.
Is playing him. Then it went back. Affleck playing. So who's actually going to be playing Batman? So from what I've heard, Ben Affleck is reprising his role as Batman to be in the Flash movie.
Okay.
This is
hey, come on.
This is what you didn't like Batfleck?
I thought he was a really good Batman. I totally thought he was.
Trying so hard, like.
I thought he nailed it. I thought he was so good. I thought he was a good Bruce Wayne and a good Batman. And normally you get one or the other. You don't get both. So you know what, Ashton? Up your nose with a rubber hose.
Oh man, tell me how you really feel.
Well, here's my thing. Like, Affleck is not like the greatest actor around anyway. Like, I already feel that way about him. I think he's better as like a director, producer, behind the scenes person.
I can see that. Right.
So I already don't love him as an actor, and Batman can get very campy very quickly if you don't handle it right. So I just thought it was super cringy. Plus, like, Justice League had this like horrible time striking a balance between like serious and comedic, and a lot of that was like a misfire that made a lot of them, but specifically Ben Affleck, look bad. So no, actually no, 100%. Like I like, if you're basing it just on Justice League, no, I would understand why you would say he's a bad Batman. I totally get that. If you're going to base it on Batman versus Superman, which I think was always the intention versus what we got in Justice League, right? I think he's a good Batman. Because Justice League did that thing where it's like they started reshooting, and I think Ben Affleck had already started like shedding pounds or dropping the dumbbells and stopped working out. He was back in the director's chair, and then they put him back in a rubber suit, and he looked out of shape. Like, it was just like the whole thing was just really weird. Yeah, it was very strange.
Speaking of Justice League, that also came out, and I almost forgot about this. I'm glad you brought this up.
Oh God, I forgot about this.
The Justice League Snyder Cut trailer. First of all, there's footage of Darkseid.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you make that? Well, that's a big reveal that I feel like should have been pushed to the later part of this teaser trailer.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that's like a huge thing. Like, oh, there's Darkseid. We get to see what he looks like. But that's like something people have wanted for a long time. Probably more so over Steppenwolf.
Yeah.
So that's something I personally think that should have been at the very end. But you get to see other things like the black suited Superman. There's like a shot here where like there's like the Hall of Justice. At least the top of it looks like the Hall of Justice.
Yeah. I didn't even catch that. Oh, nice look, man.
Let's see what else is there. I know there's footage of like a black suit Superman in here. Let me see if I can just find it. There it is.
Dramatic Aquaman, love that.
Dramatic Aquaman.
You see Iris, who I assume is Iris West.
West, yeah.
being rescued by Barry Allen.
Right. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. Like, I wish they would. My only regret is like I wish it was able to get released in theaters. Like, I would definitely go check this out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, if Avengers Endgame is 3.5 hours, I can sit my ass down for 30 more minutes and watch Justice League.
Might as well.
Might as well.
So for everyone joining us, I know this is it's Previews Game Night. We're going a little bit overboard because with the talk because DC fandom just happened. So we just want to do a little bit of talk of that. So we're going to continue that just for a second more. I'm actually getting the game loaded up here for one moment. So let me send that.
Wait, so what happens with Mira though? Like, because Amber Heard is like hot garbage now. Publicly hot garbage.
I mean, they shot all those scenes with her in the movie, and so she's definitely in the Justice League movie.
Okay.
But in terms of the Aquaman movie,
that makes me nervous.
The sequel, I don't know. We'll see if she gets. I don't know. We're that whole thing is pretty wild, man. Like, I'm not the biggest Johnny Depp fan, but when I heard that, I was like, oh, not Johnny Depp too.
Right.
And then it turns out that, like, no, not Johnny Depp too, apparently. So I was like, okay, well.
Kathleen Johnson saying that was a great movie, Suicide Squad.
It was a movie.
It happened. As Ashton.
They definitely made it.
My spoiler-free synopsis of the first Suicide Squad movie was, and I don't want to come across as sexist, but it was basically me saying a woman tries for 2 hours to build a machine and an alligator tells her no. Because what was her name? The Enchantress?
The Enchantress, yeah.
She gets taken over, or she takes over the body of her host, and she's just sitting there, like, moving her hands up and, like, for, like, almost, like, the majority of the movie, trying to put together this doomsday machine. I'm like, if she's all-powerful, why couldn't she just basically, like, Thanos snap her fingers and put this thing together?
Right,
and then the Suicide Squad comes in with, like, an alligator and basically tells her no.
With an alligator? It's so true. That is what happened.
Croc, whatever.
Yeah. No, it was, you're right. It was, it was Killer Croc. Yeah.
Kathleen says, have to disagree with you. Affleck, I'm assuming, he was great as Batman in both Justice League and Superman.
Okay.
That's fine. We're gonna have to.
I think by basis of comparison, if the best thing about those movies was Ben Affleck as Batman, then that just kind of shows you. Yeah.
What? Oh, come on. You guys are brutal, man.
No, but hey,
it also stiff.
It also says something when a 2.5-minute trailer that was put out for the Snyder Cut looks better than what that whole movie was about.
Oh yeah, definitely that. Okay, if you're talking about Justice League, I totally agree with you. I think people rag on Batman versus Superman a little too much, though.
All right, Ashton, I have sent over the room code for the game in there, so we can go ahead.
That sounds fun.
So basically, for those of you watching at home, we need you to help play along with us at home. Do the at-home version, because since there's only 3 of us, we need some other people to help sway the vote in terms of who has the better answer. Because the way it's going to work with just 3 of us, 2 people are going to end up giving the answers, and then the third person's going to end up giving the vote.
Yeah, true. So, like, what? So, how did they join the game? Have we said that before already? Or
we have, but I'm going to put the code in here in just a second.
Oh my God! Someone send help.
I always feel like such an idiot when when the tablet screen just falls mid conversation. I'm like, what am I like? Is this like the Three Stooges or something? Like, I just feel like it's like such a dummy. Like, and it happens like at least once every 2 weeks. I feel like.
All right, let me go ahead and share the screen because I think we're pretty much about ready to
That's
go.
Okay. There's that one part of Previews World Weekly where every single week at that same spot I have audio issues. So
That's true.
Well, that's because of the video stingers that we're playing. It's somehow messing up with your audio, I think, for some reason. So
okay.
So that's me. Kathleen Johnson says the suit. Blame the suit. The suit made him stiff looking.
Yeah, definitely in Justice League.
Made him look stiff looking.
Yes. I did like how, like, in the movies with Christian Bale, they would actually address that. And I think the second Batman movie with Christian Bale.
The Dark Knight, yeah.
Yeah, they actually address it. It's like, I need something in my neck so I can actually turn my head.
So.
But guess what? That's fair.
Guess what, Johnny? Then they didn't do that. That's why I don't like Dark Knight. Like, people love Dark Knight. I can't deal.
All right.
People love Dark Knight because of the Joker.
Exactly. And that's a problem when it's called The Dark Knight.
All right. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get this started.
Let's go. We're going to continue this conversation during the game.
Yes, and I actually threw in a couple of DC fandom questions in here for this as well. Right. So, but if you'd like to play it along at home, and please, we implore you to do so, just go to jackbox.tv and enter in the room code, which is JQBR.
You know what, Johnny? Now that I think about it, I'm going to tell you this now before I forget. Maybe it's good. Like, we're always looking for questions, right? Maybe we should just do some rip from the headline type stuff and just make them part of the Quiplash.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Not real world stuff though. Comic book stuff, like stuff that's currently happening in comics.
How many people have died from the coronavirus? No,
let's not do that.
Oh, yikes! In just the U.S.
In just the U.S.
All right. First round of questions are coming out now.
Okay.
Audience play along is a weird thing for a bank robber to demand in a hostage situation.
What you got, audience?
The Snyder Cut.
I mean, that is, yeah.
I mean, that's how the Snyder Cut people act. That's for sure.
I mean, the thing about that trailer is, like, with Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah playing as the music in the background. Mm-hmm. That's what all those fans must have.
That's how they feel.
It's like Hallelujah.
Right.
I'm like, that's brilliant.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, that's actually kind of brilliant that they did that. I mean, I actually just watched Dawn of the Dead recently, and I got to give it to Zack Snyder, man. He doesn't always knock it out of the park, but he comes pretty close every single time.
Kathleen Johnson is saying, I never liked Bale as Batman. His voice was fake. Too fake for me. It was not natural.
I totally agree with you. Like, his voice just irritated the heck out of me for like all those movies. No, Batman Begins, it wasn't bad, but I don't know what they did after those other movies.
Yeah. One thing I have to say, like, Robert Pattinson, you see like the black makeup they had over his eyes? It kind of made him look like a little emo and goth.
Love that for him.
But that's amazing because, like, every time a Batman actor has played that character, there's black around his eyes to complete the look. Move over, Baby Yoda. The breakout star of season 2 of The Mandalorian is going to be Batfleck or Ahsoka Tano. No joke here, just facts.
I mean, that is true.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to have to say yeah on that one. And I'm excited.
Prepared for me to have a meltdown live on Previews World Weekly when she makes her first appearance.
When it makes her first appearance, that's a big deal. I'm excited, and I'm actually excited that it's future ex-wife Rosario Dawson.
I'm way behind on it. I watched like the first season, and that was it. I need to catch up really bad.
On the Mandalorian? Oh, Clone Wars, you mean?
Clone Wars, yes. Yeah. Kathleen says, I think he was trying to be too much like Keaton's Batman. Bale did not make it his own.
No,
that's fair. Jarvis is malfunctioning, so his voice is being replaced by Batman, but he inhaled helium. Her Butte Montana.
Same.
I can just see that Batman is being inhaled by helium, just like Slavaby.
I mean, that's what Christian Bale. That's what Christian Bale damn near did in Dark Knight Returns. Like, he might as well just put on a funny voice and like it would have made it at least comical, deliberately comical.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Troy.
Oh, Troy. I won though. Oh, the 50-50. Okay.
Next. Rather than Avengers Assemble, what new phrase does Captain America shout? Yo mama so fat. Shockaholics. That's very unbecoming of Captain Rogers.
That's so funny.
That'd be hilarious. But then, like, the villains would have to respond, "How fat is she?" And then, like, it would just keep going on and on and on.
Now I want to have an answer to that. That's comic book related. Your mom was so fat, even Kingpin looked at her and said, "Damn."
Oh.
That's the best I could come up with on short notice.
That was pretty good, though.
That was good. Any other Yo Mama jokes?
No.
Come on, Ashton. You got to have a few Yo Mama jokes in there. Some good ones.
My favorite one is, Yo Mama's so poor. I saw her kicking a can, and I was like, what are you doing? Moving?
Nice.
That is a classic. I like that one.
I've never heard that. All right, next round 2.
The most shocking thing. Oh, sorry, I'm speaking out loud.
Oh, good. I think Troy got one of the DC fandom questions.
Ooh.
Which means you probably did too, Ashton. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Can't tell you. I'm sworn to secrecy.
Audience play along. Come up with the name of a book that would sell 1 million copies immediately.
Come on. Oh, no. What happened? No. Okay, well, there's going to be an awful typo in that one.
Yes, it fit. I'm so excited.
Kathleen says, "Oh my God, that mama joke was bad." The name of a book that would sell 1 million copies immediately. The P-tape? Marketing for the first order. Nice. And just as a note, there is a little bit of a delay if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. So if you want to play along, just keep an eye on your phones, or you can watch this over at PREVIEWSworld over on Twitch. Less of a delay. Doctor Strange is looking to build a new Sanctum Sanctorum where, inside the DC universe, all right, a luxury treehouse with a zip line. Ooh, that actually sounds like fun.
That sounds so fun.
That does sound fun. Through the Sanctum Sanctorium, like you could imagine how many psychedelic things you would see as you're flying by.
It's like that scene in Thor Ragnarok where he's going to meet the Grand Master.
Right, yeah.
And then World of Pure Imagination playing in the background.
Right, yeah. Which begs the question, like, I mean, I guess they ended up on what do they call Midgard? Because like I'm like, why would they know that song on that planet?
It's Universal.
I guess it is Universal. I just rewatched that movie the other day, actually.
The most shocking thing in the trailer for The Batman was sparkly bats, or is hearing Nursa eat their words. Nerds eat their words.
Eat their words.
That's a hell of a typo.
I was in the process of deleting because it's like, you know, whatever.
I love that.
It doesn't matter. Nothing of this matters.
Nothing matters.
2 people voting in the audience. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, guys. Only if you voted for me. Which you did.
I was gonna say the most shocking thing was like the rest of the Twilight cast and their cameos.
Sparkly bats.
Before I actually continue, I was gonna say someone did a meme somewhere, and I can't remember where it was, but they photoshopped the pictures of the Justice League with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Mm-hmm. So Batman was Robert Pattinson, Wonder Woman was Kristen Stewart, and then like Superman was Tyler Lautner or whatever his name is. So yeah. I was like, well done.
What?
Barry Allen's Flashpoint mishap created one weird change in the universe, which was Batfleck and Pattinson at the same time.
Yeah.
Up is down, left is right, POP out the.
Up is down, left is right, and people pee out their butts. That's what I was going to write.
Troy with the typos, yo, they are smacking today.
I just, I thought that was the point of this game. Awful.
That's why we can't have nice things.
I was going to say 2 things, and what was it? Oh, my favorite joke from Thor Ragnarok is when Thor's talking about he's describing the hammer to like how the hammer works to to Korg, and he's like, and he's getting more and more frustrated. And he goes like, the hammer pulls me off into the air, and then Korg goes, oh my god, the hammer pulled you off.
My favorite joke is right in there. It's a throwaway joke because Taika Waititi, who directed What We Do in the Shadows, that mockumentary about vampires, and Korg's like, oh, here's a pointy stick. Oh, I guess that wouldn't work unless you had 3 vampires that are all huddled together. Very right. Like, that's brilliant. Complete the comic. So how can you tell we're flying south? David Tran's waving hello. Hello, David.
Hi, David.
Christian Williams says, how do I get free comics? Well, we will answer that momentarily after this round is over. Right now, we're completing the comic. How can you tell we're flying south?
And what was the other thing I was going to say?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know that my answer makes loads of sense, but that's okay. Wait, so what would we do here? Are we only going to vote for like our one? You'd only vote for one answer?
I don't know. Maybe it's top two.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Things are getting worse by the minute. Just follow the snowbirds, or I used to tell by the Confederate statues.
Oh,
man.
Oh, God.
I guess you only vote for the first one.
Oh, is it just one? There you go.
Easiest choice I ever made.
That's unfortunate.
That's really funny, though.
Although knowing Ashton, that sounds about right.
Shut up.
Like you put Ashton on the spot, she's like, "Oh my God, I'm pressure."
I know.
Oh man, what's this?
I know Ashton did things are getting worse by the minute. Troy said you should tell by the Confederate statues. Like I can tell by the two of you.
You can tell who the answers are.
Yeah. So now everyone else with 10 seconds left gets to vote on who they like better.
Just pick me.
Boo! No fair.
2, 1. All right.
You could have like jockeyed for your votes.
No, I don't know.
Ooh.
You deserve
Oh, hey, look at that.
Troy got the audience votes.
You got the political controversy going.
that. You deserved that.
All right. Final scores are. Ooh, Ashton.
Survey says.
Ashton wins.
Ashton winning.
Yes. What a time to be alive. I'm required to say.
I felt that fist pump. That fist pump, like you really wound that up. That was impressive.
So Christian Williams was asking, how do I get free comics? Ashton, would you like to fill Christian in on the gloriousness that is free comic book summer?
Yes, give it to him.
I would. I'm glad you asked, Christian. So, Free Comic Book Summer is taking place right now at your local comic shop. Every week, they're getting a selection of free comics. It's usually about 5 to 6 that you can get absolutely free, no purchase required. If you want to see the full list, you can head to freecomicbookday.com. But all you do is find your local comic shop, go there, ask them what free comics they have available, and then you take them. And hopefully, you also purchase something while you're there.
Not hopefully. You should purchase something while you're there. You bum.
Wow.
Oh, tell us how you really feel.
Kathleen Johnson again. Can you guys clarify something for me? I read somewhere that DC is crossing over to Star Trek. Krypton was mentioned in Star Trek or something along those lines.
That sounds like a big fat lie.
I haven't heard.
Someone own the Star Trek license though right now?
Yeah, Paramount CBS owns it. Not Time. CBS owns it. Time Warner does not own it, so that would be very strange.
And who has the Star Trek comics? Is that IDW?
Currently, it's IDW. Yeah, currently.
I'm not quite sure how they'd make that happen since it's owned by so many different people.
Well, I'm pretty certain they've done a DC Star Trek comic before, but I think DC had the Star Trek license then.
Once upon a time, yeah.
Once upon a time, yeah.
I've got some old comics from them that are.
But if she's talking about, but if she's talking about a movie, like, I don't believe that for 1 second.
Not a movie.
Okay. Well, then a comic, that's likely. They just did one with
there's all kinds of crossovers you see every day.
Yeah, a matter of fact, they just did one with DC did one with Sandman and Lock and Key, and that's DC IDW. So yeah, there might be something to that.
All right, next round of questions coming up on the phones. If you don't have extra money, an odd thing to tip your waiter would be head pat, your Netflix password.
Head pat.
Head pat.
There.
Thank you for your service.
A monkey paw. No, I've seen that show.
Oh man, what is it?
A Date with Your Mother. Oh man.
Ooh. Dangerously close to prostitution.
Oh wow. Times are tough, Ashton.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say. Your mama's so fat. This is actually from the song Your Mama. But your mama's so fat, we put her on roller skates and to go through the drive-through at McDonald's.
Oh my God.
So
Rick Grimes discovered that the best way to kill a walker is make them watch Justice League or Buffalo Sauce to the Eye.
damn.
Yeah, I guess they watched that first cut of Justice League and they blow their own brains out.
Watch that first cut of Justice League and then you want some buffalo sauce to the eye.
I'm not excited about the Snyder cut.
No, damn.
I'll pick up HBO Max. Well, actually, I picked up HBO Max to catch up on Westworld season 3, and we're now watching Watchmen.
Oh, you know what is a rough watch, and I don't mean that like in a bad way, just kind of like, good Lord, is Perry Mason.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
my parents
like
adore that show.
the amount of stuff that they show on Perry Mason is like, and I remember Perry Mason from Nick at Night. That was a show in the 50s, but they are like fully embracing the HBO-ness of this show. Like,
Really?
yeah, there's some gruesome stuff in there.
All right. Okay, moving on. Popeye doesn't eat spinach anymore to get strong. This is what he eats instead. Exactly 73 rainbow sprinkles, or PCP and spinach.
Is it bad when you laugh at your own joke?
I can tell these are the same answers, but on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
I'd like to reiterate that the answers that are contained herein are those of the participants only, and not those of Geppi Family Enterprises, Dungeon Comic Distributors, or any of subsidiaries.
What? No, PCP and comic books go great, Johnny.
Shut up. Hi,
But
kids.
rainbow sprinkles are wonderful.
Star-Lord would die if everyone found out his real favorite 80s song was Come On Eileen, or the theme song to The Fall Guy.
Hold on, Come On Eileen smacks. Let's not forget that.
I'm old. I don't know the terminology.
White, but it smacks.
Said no one ever.
Yes, hold on. And I qualified that with it is a song for white people to get excited about, but it smacks. It's up there with Sweet Caroline.
Okay.
And also Don't Stop Believing.
I actually don't know what Come On Eileen is, but I know those other two for sure.
The Save Ferris ska version is much better than the original in my opinion. Yeah.
I didn't even vote. I was too busy defending Come On Eileen.
Where your passions lie, Ashton. Where your passions lie.
That song is so catchy.
I don't know that song. I'm going to have to listen to this.
You'll probably recognize it if you heard it.
Yeah, probably.
It's one of those like, oh, everyone loves the 80s, like top hits or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next round of questions.
Will we get copyright stricken if
Yeah. All right. we'll get copyright stricken.
We will?
Yeah, probably.
You can only play 15 seconds of it.
But we're talking over it, so it kind of works. I definitely don't know this song.
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Well, you have to get to like the chorus.
Right now,
Okay.
Troy, can you watch that later? Listen to it later.
I'm voting and watching it at the same time. Okay.
Oh, this is a little too soon, maybe, but oh well.
What you got?
Just a reminder, if anyone wants to play along at home, just go to jackbox.tv and enter in the code JQBR, which you see at the top right corner. This is the part of the show where we are looking at the phones. There we go. Good enough.
Didn't like my last question, but my last answer, but
All right, up first, a new villain has come to Gotham, and he may very well be Batman's greatest foe yet. What's his or her name? DC Layoffs or Fox News?
oh jeez, God. I don't know how I feel about that.
Both of these feel very targeted.
That's aggressive. Okay. Well, now I'm curious who said this. I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. Because Johnny will throw a curveball. Yeah, see? Johnny will throw a curveball at you. I feel like John.
But
audience
Oh,
will
wow. With Fox News. Wow.
Thanks, guys. You're the best.
So much for being topical.
They just confused Batman with misinformation. Cable has come from the future with grim news. What impending doom awaits us in the future? Groundhog Day, but for 2020, or Come on, Eileen?
Come on, Eileen. Again, it's Max.
I don't think has said no one ever, Ashton. No one has ever said "Come on, Eileen" smacks. I don't even know the song.
I'm sure that they did in the 80s when everyone was too drunk to remember it and too high on coke.
No, that was not a slang. No one said anything smacks. You maybe like sugar smacks.
Maybe like sugar smacks. What's that? Is that the one with the sugar bear?
No. Oh wait, was it the Dig 'em the Frog? I can't remember.
No, Sugar Smacks was Dig 'em the Frog.
Spider-Man's biggest challenge is washing Aunt May's unmentionables or Detroit.
Why Detroit?
Golden Crisp. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they make either of those anymore.
I don't think they do. They taste exactly the same too, which is funny.
Disgusting.
I kind of like those, actually. I got to be honest.
It was like syrupy styrofoam peanuts. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was. I loved them though. I ate them all the time.
Ooh.
Not gonna lie.
Ooh.
I was such a fan.
Ashton did not vote. Oh, she did. Never mind.
I did vote.
Unmentionables. Yes, Kathleen says Sugar Snaps is with the frog.
Yep, see. Sugar Bear. I think that's his name was. Which now sounds like some sort of like, I don't know.
Weren't we talking earlier about food mascots on our call earlier today?
Yeah.
Were we?
Yeah, we're on our call earlier today for tomorrow's Previews World Weekly. Ashton was saying something about food mascots. It was a passing conversation, but
I mean, it would have been Ashton, yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what that's going to be about in tomorrow's Previews World Weekly. So complete the comic. You must pass my test. What is the secret of happiness?
Oh, God, I can't write that. Okay.
I kind of want to say something too. No, I don't want. It's something to do with a Cardi B song, but no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to take the moral high ground here.
But that's not as fun.
And I expect you to do the same, Troy.
Why's it got to be Troy?
Because you're always the instigator. Sugar Crisp with Sugar Bear became Super Golden Crisp.
It became what?
I wasn't listening. I also wasn't alive in the 80s.
Sugar Crisp with Sugar Bear became Super Golden Crisp. Who put what?
Boo.
Star Wars, but only the original trilogy. Pizza and Pornhub, right?
Pizza and Pornhub sounds like a Troy answer, I gotta be honest.
What?
I can't tell now because you've gotten equally offended that I've accused you of both that weren't my own.
I know.
Answer.
What kind of person do you think I am?
Well, I know what answer's mine, and the other two aren't as clean. So
It became unpopular to have sugar in the name of the cereal, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. Now, I mean, like, I'm pretty certain I was seeing stars and, like, going into hyperspeed as a kid after I had sugar. I had some Golden Crisp. So.
Philip Seller says, "Oh, Ashton, you sweet summer child."
Thank you, Philip.
I'm sorry.
You accused us.
I know.
Johnny with the lap.
I was so busy like condescending to you guys and telling you like to keep it clean. Then I looked at the time. I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have an answer myself. I'm a terrible person.
I mean, at least it wasn't DAP.
Hey, I'm 2 for 2.
Hey,
you are.
Ashton wins again.
2 for Tuesday.
How does Ashton win? Get rid of 2 contestants.
I know, right? By the way, I would like Mia to record these on our scoreboard. So
okay, yeah, that's true.
They count.
True.
Let me just write this down.
How come I can't log into Jackbox? Okay, there you go.
Josh is losing his lead just by virtue of not playing anymore.
I know. Shh, don't say anything.
All right, Ashton has 2 more. All right, one more round.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get some of these DC fandom questions to pop up. So we have a whole bunch of questions put in here already, but it kind of just pulls from them randomly.
One more time.
One more time.
But we do encourage everyone to send us your Quiplash prompts at PREVIEWSworld by using hashtag PreviousGameNight, because we're always looking to have new questions put into the game. So please send us your prompts, and they can be included in a future game. All right, last one. Questions are coming up now. What is this? A good fake name to use when checking into a hotel.
There's somebody I haven't seen in a while. Andrea Towers.
Ooh.
Hugh Jackman, Voltron. The Family Man. Seymour Butts.
Love that.
Legitson. I'm gonna start reading out some of my questions to like have the audience answer for me.
Hold on. Oh, come on. No!
Ooh, got it in time.
I'm not proud of my second answer.
Ah, damn it.
Apparently not as not proud as Troy is.
I had a killer one, too.
The worst part about ruling from the Iron Throne is dysentery or the magnetic underwear you have to wear.
Ooh, that's rough.
I need to dive a little bit deeper into that because I have a lot of questions.
What, about magnetic underwear?
Yes.
I hope not about dysentery.
No.
Oh, everybody knows you get it on the Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail. Yes.
That or like typhoid fever.
Right.
And then you have to go out and fix your wagon wheel. You have to go shoot some oxen. Yeah, it's a whole mess.
You die immediately if you get dysentery in Oregon Trail.
Completely forgot to vote, but thank you, audience.
Yay, Troy. Go Team Troy.
That was a creative answer.
New character from DC Comics, the Batman who cries for 80 years because its parent, and I think someone just had a stroke there. Or the Batman who sparkles. It's a Batman who cries for 80 years because his parent. I was going to say cries for 80 years because his parents are dead.
Right, that's what I was going to write. Cries for 80 years because his parents are dead. That's what I was going to put down, and it just went all to crap.
I kind of want to see. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you, audience.
Because that's okay. I'm going to use it again. Watch.
Oh, I wish I could screenshot that. Oh. I'll get it later. Catwoman has stolen a priceless ancient artifact that is said to hold the ancient spirit of Windex or Lubriderm lotion.
What? Like literally, you guys are just looking around the room.
Or both of these could be safety quips.
They probably could also be safety quips, true. It's said to hold the spirit of Lubriderm lotion or Windex. Lubriderm lotion or Windex, audience. What do you vote on? Let us know.
Thank you, audience.
Apparently not all of us value clean windows, and that's okay.
Apparently not. Apparently a lot of the audience pleases themselves. No,
Christine Benson says the ancient spirit of catnip.
The ancient spirit of... Bada bing, bada boom.
Mr. Worldwide is a step in the
What else we got? Round 2.
Are you singing Pitbull?
Yeah, he said "Bada bing, bada boom," and that's in like a Pitbull line of like an Usher song or something.
All right, next round of questions coming up now. Audience play along. A bad thing to say to a cop as he writes you a speeding ticket.
Uh-oh. Oh, how come I didn't get that one? That'd been great.
Can I get fries with that? That's awesome.
Why can't I spell? Is this about the person in the trunk? What? Oh, the audience play along. Okay.
What?
Oh, I was like, oh my god.
Like, wait, what? Christine, I think you just told on yourself.
You outed yourself.
Hunker down, they're coming for you.
I think I misspelled a simple word, but I'm not sure.
That's never stopped Troy before.
Nope.
The term daywalkers in Blade has run its course. They will now be known as mall walkers or sunshine moody person.
Yo, I worked in the mall when I was in college, and I have never seen people take something so seriously in my life.
This
as
mall walking?
walkers at 7 a.m.
Yeah, the old people.
Yeah.
I'm like, why don't you go to a lake or something? Like, don't go to the park and walk. Don't like go indoors to walk.
No, I mean, you gotta think like not everyone like lives in like the best neighborhood. Some people may go inside for safety.
True, that's
and
true.
They could also go inside when the food court opens. They can get a coffee, something to eat.
True.
All right, Johnny.
Meet up with their friends. Hey, as the old person here,
you're not elderly, Johnny. Jesus.
Right? What?
When Aquaman lost his hand, he almost considered replacing it with Amber Heard.
Oh my God.
Or a Garfield children's fishing pole.
Dear God.
I don't know.
I missed a good opportunity.
I don't know how to take that.
It's like all of Amber Heard or like just certain parts of her.
It's just her screaming at Johnny Depp.
Just her screaming. I was about to say like Amber Heard's collection of Johnny Depp hands, but like yeah, I couldn't.
Like fecal matter.
Amber Heard. She's with it. Oh, who won? Who went over?
After seeing the Batman trailer, the first thing I thought was needs more lighting or sorry, Rob.
Sorry, Rob.
What happened to Rob?
Rob Pattinson.
Well, why are we sorry for him?
Because everyone said he couldn't like take on the part.
Oh, it's a genuine apology. Okay, got it. I thought it was sarcastic.
When have I been sarcastic?
Okay, yeah, I thought it was sarcastic. Yeah, you forget we do social media all day, Johnny, so we don't understand when people are being genuine. We only understand sarcasm.
Right.
That's honestly
so true.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Sarcasm.
All right, round 2. We are coming to the end of it all.
Who goes over? Who goes over?
Final countdown.
First time ever. Troy's number 1.
Sorry.
Sounds just like that.
Some guy on Twitter was like coming after Anna Mia today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just some random dude. Oh, Ashton's frozen. I love when Ashton's frozen and she makes weird faces. No, oh, she's not frozen. Oh, that was weird.
Complete the comic. This rain tastes funny.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, God. If I do it, I get a whipping. I do it. Anyway.
So like,
where
Where's the line again?
Oh, I'm about to cross it too, I think.
We're all gonna cross it.
All right, cool then.
What dog is an acquired taste?
Oh,
It's
God.
Come On Eileen. That's Not Rain. We Live in R. Kelly's Garden.
Oh.
Everyone, I'd like to thank you for joining. I'd like to thank you for joining us for the last ever PREVIEWSworld Weekly. So please vote for which one you think is more depraved, because that's apparently what we all went this round.
Oh God! Wow!
All right, print screen.
They're never going to
print
leave us
screen.
alone ever again. Print screen.
Print screen. Yep, we are saving that. And say, Josh, this is what happens when you leave us unsupervised.
I know, right?
Whoever wrote that one is a horrible, horrible person. We're all horrible people.
Of course, it was Ashton.
He was close to what I was getting at.
The Come On Eileen is brilliant. Like, that is well played.
That's good. But you know what? Can't be WAP.
Oh, Johnny.
Oh, Johnny went over. Whoa.
R. Kelly's Garden does it for me. Wait.
R.
Oh
Kelly.
boy.
All right.
This episode of Previous Game is sponsored by Randy Orton.
Hey guys, I'd like to congratulate us. It took us to the entire end of the show to go off the rails.
Completely off the rails. But you know what? That's a good build up. I think that's how it should be. So there you go.
Well, we're gonna close this out now and bring it to an end here. For those who missed it, we did a little bit of DC fandom talk. If you want to catch a little bit more of that, you can watch Troy and Ashton tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern on PREVIEWSworld Weekly over at Facebook, on YouTube. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at PREVIEWSworld over there. Aside from that, let's go around and do plugs. I kind of probably stole it from you, but let's do Ashton first.
As I cough. Sorry. Hello.
Where's your mask?
I know, right?
I am inside my house and no one else is here.
Okay, fine.
Thanks. I've been entirely derailed. Oh, okay. Got it. It is Free Comic Book Summer currently. You can head to your local comic shop to get your free comics. There's a different selection out each week, 5 or 6 titles hitting shops each week. So we got 5 more titles coming in tomorrow. So you can head to your local comic shop. I suggest you maybe contact them before you head out, just so you have an idea of like when and how they're giving them away. All shops have different policies surrounding this to find a configuration that works best for them and their customers. If you want to come yell online with me, I am at Free Comic Book Day on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I have a food-based poll running right now, as they mentioned earlier. If you would like to weigh in on your ridiculous food-based superhero, please be sure to do that. It is on Facebook and Twitter. I promise there is a reason behind this poll. I'll explain it tomorrow on PREVIEWSworld Weekly.
Okay, well, now I have to actually go online and find this.
Yeah. Actually, I do too, because I haven't sent you assets for tomorrow yet.
So when about did you post it, Ashton? Do you remember?
Friday?
When's about?
Well, I posted it on Twitter on Friday and on Facebook yesterday.
Yesterday. I cannot find it right now. Well, it's on there probably somewhere. Troy, you go ahead. Do your.
I'm gonna do my thing.
Let me see if I can find it.
PREVIEWSworld Weekly is every Wednesday, and there's Ashton coughing. PREVIEWSworld Weekly is every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. And actually, hey, it's the 3 of us every week, every Wednesday, telling you things about the comic book world. We're going to talk about a little bit more about DC fandom. So, Ashton, do your homework.
All of my homework has been like a bunch of Batman yelling on Twitter. That is all I know.
Well, I mean, there you go. But watch some trailers. Ashton's not the superhero person, but that's why you have me, because I'm the superhero person. Ashton is the what would you say you are? The YA human drama Archie expert.
I would say that pretty wrapped up pretty nicely. Yeah, I like that.
Okay, I found it.
Anyway, yes, you can catch us tomorrow on Previews World Weekly at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, and jump in the live chat because it's fun. And who doesn't like to talk about comics?
All right, so here it is.
There
On twitter.com/freecomicbook. Pick a ridiculous food-based superhero. Promise we won't judge. Ice Cream or Condiment King.
Oh, these are real characters.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, Johnny, don't vote yet because I want to see what you do tomorrow. Which side you're going to vote tomorrow?
Will do. I
Oh, yeah.
don't know I'm kind of curious, like where this whole argument came up from. Like, what's the genesis of this idea? But we'll get into that tomorrow.
Who knows?
Tomorrow,
Whatever random.
What's that supposed to mean?
Whatever random thing Ashton dreams up in the midday.
in her fever dream while
She
she's
just
stuck
said-
at home.
Right. She just kind of. She just. You never worked next to her. She just kind of just makes up stuff out of thin air.
Sometimes.
But that's
Guilty.
what creates. That's why we
skill.
love her.
It's a skill.
But anyway, you can catch Troy and Ashton tomorrow at Previews World on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at 4 p.m. Eastern for Previews World Weekly. And then we have a comic talk coming up, I believe, on Friday. Troy, just remind me again, who do we have on Friday for that?
We will have the
Is it
Umbrella
Sean
Academy.
Simon?
It's Sean Simon from Umbrella Academy. He's doing a current series about Klaus that's available from Dark Horse now. And then on top of that, he's doing a Killjoy book coming up that's also going to be with Umbrella Academy creator Gerard Way. So, yeah, Anna is going to sit down with him, talk about Umbrella Academy. She's probably going to fangirl a lot, but you can fangirl with her by joining her on Friday during Comic Talk. Check it out.
Yep. Thank you. And thank you for checking us out. And once again, my name is Johnny Rose. I've been your host for Previous Game Night. We do this every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern at Previews World on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So be sure, as always, let me make sure I put this graphic back up there. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe, and especially subscribe so that you get notified whenever we go live. So until next time, thank you for watching, and we will see you later.